Old Town Museum in Burlington, Colorado. Here's a map of the place so I can find my way around. Yes, I have a wire transfer of money coming to my account. $10 million, please. Adams Gum, Chiclets, Beeman's. Here's the office. Nice. And the depot, this was the only source of heat they had. Once you get these things fired up enough, they are hot. They put a green cage around it to keep people from getting burned. Here we have the Fairmont rail car, 1940s. Justice of the peace, justice for all.
Is another original building. It was initially located in Stratton, Colorado, just 16 miles west. It was built in 1960. The wooden desk, built in 1874, is a notable feature in the law office. The wings could be closed at night and locked, but letters could be dropped off at any time by way of the letter slot located in the left wing.
Stockman's Bank, E.C. Baker Real Estate and Abstract Office. In other words, the Bank and Land Office. Got my 10 million yet? I'm ready for it. The wire office, telegraph transfer, Western Union told me to come over here and pick it up.
The Bank and Land Office was reconstructed in 1987 here at Oakland. Now many might wonder why two offices in the same building. And the answer to that question is scarcity of trees and business expertise. You see, the bank was a very important building within a small community. It stood for growth and prosperity. Now the way a county was formed can be traced through records called abstracts that are stored at the land office.
Here we got the good old barber shop.
When cattle operations prevalent during the 1880s, several cowboys lived in the Burlington area. The cowboys' work was physically demanding and they looked forward to payday. With money in hand, the men would head to the barber shop for a shave, haircut, and a bath before ending up in the saloon. Now, a clean water bath was 25 cents, including the time. For 20 cents, used water could be purchased. And for the penny-wise cowboy, the water was free on the third.
Longhorn Saloon. This is Colorado, not Texas. Hey, I just had me a haircut and shave, and I want a cold brew. What's that? You say you want a cold one? There you go, there's your cold one.
Now, the saloon played a central role in the Old West. It was a popular place with cowboys and cattlemen alike, and many towns had twice as many saloons in them than any other business. But they were rough places, and they catered to rough men. Now, the bar here in our Longhorn Saloon came from the Montezuma Hotel here in Burlington, Colorado, which was a prominent hotel in the early 1900s. Also in the saloon, there's a cider press. It's over 100 years old and belonged to General Palmer, the founder of Colorado Springs. Now, live entertainment was a real treat for the cowboys. And here in our Longhorn Saloon, even now, you can take in a can-can show and see the girls dance on the bar and tables. But be warned, sometimes things get out of hand, and the cowboys take to gunfighting in the streets.
Old Town Drugstore, soda fountain, sodas, cones, sundaes. Let's see what we got in here. Got another bar. Oh man, look at all this stuff. Old cameras. All kinds of old collectibles.
Now, one of the urgent needs of any prosperous town was a drugstore. Stores like this one were stocked with pure drugs, chemicals, stationery needs, and candy and tobacco. Burlington's first drugstore came to town in a mule-pulled spring wagon way back in 1887.
This is the Manor House.
Welcome to the base house, folks. Is this house not beautiful? It was built by Ben and Mary Bates, and they homesteaded south of Boulder, Colorado in 1907. This is the final version of the house. You see, it wasn't this big when Ben built it back in 1907. Ben's son, Art, his wife enlarged the house to suit both families in 1922. Now notice the kitchen. It's a center of activity, and a 1910s cook stove is the only cooking appliance. In the dining room, I want you to notice the Battenberg lace tablecloth and the blue willow china. Those were Mrs. Bates' pride and joy. In the next section of the house is the parlor. That is the showcase of the home. The parlor was reserved for holidays and special company, such as the ministry. Now let's head on upstairs.
Harmony School, District 54.
Eastern Colorado history is not complete without the schoolhouse. This is the Harmony School. Built in 1911 in Coupe, Colorado, it housed 1st through 8th grade. Now, in addition to her teaching duties, the teacher was responsible for getting water, scooping the paths to the outhouse, and building the fire and stove. And at that time, children were needed on the farm, so the school session only lasted from October to March. During harvest, the older children would drop out to help on the farm, and they'd come back once the harvest was over. Children used slate boards to work their lessons and set 2 to a desk. To the left, a recitation bench is found. The instructor worked at the desk to the right. With 18 to 20 students, she relied on the older ones to help the younger ones along. Things were different then. Look at the teacher's code of conduct here on the wall to the right. Yep. Now let's step over to the church.
And every old town has to have a church, right? Going into the church. Welcome to the church.
Well, the church was constructed in 1921.
Sod house.
Now, you see, the Homestead Act of 1862 enticed settlers to the west. For a $10 filing fee, the homesteader could acquire 160 acres of public land and agree to live on the land for the next 5 years. Sod houses were an economical and quick way to set up house on the land. The bricks of sod were placed grass side down, since the grass served as mortar. Building of a 12 by 14 foot sod house took about a week. The 2-foot thick walls provided insulation from the cold and the heat, and softened limestone was often applied to the walls to brighten them and kill the fleas in the sod. Ceilings were covered with old bed sheets to hide the dirt, After a good rain, the sod dripped water for days, and the earth ceiling attracted varmints such as snakes. Yep, life wasn't easy on the plains back then, but we made it.
Payal. This is the jail. Sheriff and the deputy. Jail cells donated by the city of Stratton, 1986. The door's open, bud. Door's open. Come on out. Look. Make a run for it. Or can't you? No, you can. Man, you look like you've had a hard night. Bunks are narrow. 3 to a cell. The carpenter shop. Conger's carpenter shop. Heavy door. Ho! Lots of saws. Lots of tools. Here I guess we have your general store, dry goods, groceries, and the good old U.S. Post Office.
General stores were essential to every community. Now this particular one was built 15 miles east of Burlington in Ganarado, Kansas in 1926. Every store carried the pioneer staples of flour, sugar, and coffee, as well as fruit, vegetables, and cured meat. Additionally, the store provided its patrons with dry goods, notions, clothing, and shoes.
G.F. Macarthur Blacksmith Shop. Here we go.
Welcome to the blacksmith shop, folks. Now the term blacksmith is derived from smite and black metal. Smite means strike heavily, and, well, black was adopted to distinguish from the work of a silversmith. The old town blacksmith shop was an essential to the community, and it was built in the early 1900s. Then it was moved here from the Pearson Farm just south of Burlington. Now the blacksmith wasn't limited to just horseshoeing. In fact, he was a craftsman. If a shop owner needed a shelf bracket or a farmer needed equipment repaired, it was all brought to the smith. Now the forge is located over to the right, and the work on the metal began when that forge became a specific shade of blue. That indicated that the fire was just the right heat. Heat treating was another process used by the smith. It tempered tool forms. Now the procedure involved alternate heating of the metal and then cooling in a water barrel.
Of course, what town would be complete if it didn't have a town square? Gazebo in the middle where you can have a band play and people dance. Very nice. Now we're going into Heritage Hall. Into Heritage Hall. Heritage Hall. Farm equipment, vintage, wagon collection, pioneer and Indian exhibit, clothing exhibit. Exit available through the Emporium. Indian lifestyle. This is your spindleback buggy. Took this out on a date so that the two of you could sit really close together. There's an old switchboard. Man, look at that baby. A really old gas pump. Another Sky Chief. This is a 1929 Ford Model A Coupe. Very nice. With the rumble seat in the back. I think some people also called it a jump seat. Very nice automobile, antique.